I'm Elaine, the Heart Healthy Cooking Lady. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy chicken stir fry. It's loaded with vegetables, which is why I'm including it in my vegetable series. So, for this recipe, you are going to need 1 pound of skinless, boneless chicken breast cut into bite-sized pieces, 1 generous tablespoon of grated or minced ginger. I'm going to show you how to grate the ginger in a moment. You will also need 1 teaspoon of fresh minced garlic. You will need 1 14-ounce bag of frozen stir-fry vegetables. I like the kind with the broccoli, so that's what I get. And you are going to need an 8-ounce can of sliced water chestnuts. You will need to have 2 cups of raw sliced mushrooms, a cup of sliced raw bok choy, including the green tops, half a cup of snow pea pods, those flat ones, with the strings removed. I'm also going to show you how to do that in a moment. And you will also need to have a 1/4 cup of sake. That's optional. You can use water if you want, but the sake gives it a nice flavor and helps to tenderize the chicken a bit. And you will also need to have a 1/4 cup of sliced green onions and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So, before we get to cooking, I want to show you how to take the strings out of the snow pea pods. If you do not do this, then you will not die, but it will be easier to eat if you get those strings out. So what you do is there's these ends. You take the end, you snap it toward the top, and you pull. See, there's part of the string. Go to the other end, snap it, pull whatever string. I also do the bottoms because sometimes there's some on the bottom. This one doesn't seem to have it. Here we go again. Gonna snap it and pull the string. Snap it and pull the string. So that has more. Oh, not very much on the bottom of that one either. It's always worth a try. In this one, let's try it again. There's some more string. And here's some right there. So it really does, the snow pea pods add a nice crunch and a nice flavor to the dish. So it's worth doing that. If you don't want to include them, that's okay. As far as the ginger and grating the ginger goes, this is so wonderful. I discovered that you can just take a grater, take your ginger, done. This has saved me so much time from peeling and dicing into little tiny pieces. Okay, so let's get cooking. So what you're going to do is turn the heat on underneath your pan to a medium. Yep, that's about a nice medium. Going to let it heat up for a little bit. Okay, put the chicken in, just dump it in. I use a wooden spoon with my nonstick pan. This does call for a nonstick pan. So we're going to stir that around until there's no pink showing. Turn the heat up just a little bit. Maybe it's hot. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Come out. Okay. Okay. It's getting there. Okay. Almost all of the pink is gone. You'll see that there is some, but that's okay. If you cook it too much, it just ends up getting tough. And it will cook in the rest of the recipe here. And you'll also notice that there's some of this stuff stuck to the bottom of the pan. That's okay. That'll come up in the cooking and it'll add some nice flavor. So at this point, I'm going to add the ginger. That 1 generous tablespoon, and the garlic. And stir it around. Cook it for just a short while because you want the ginger and the garlic to get a little soft. See, and then the wetness helps to bring that stuff up off the bottom of the pan. All right, at this point, all we have to do is dump in the vegetables, the frozen vegetables, and all the rest of the vegetables except the sliced green onions. Put those in there. Put in the mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, don't put them in, or put in fewer. All right, we're going to stir those around a bit. The ginger smells great. Fresh ginger is so important. It just is so much better than the dried powdered stuff. And then you add your 1/4 cup of sake. Give it a stir. Turn the heat up a little bit until you, yes, see it's starting to, okay. So what I'm going to do is, since it is starting to simmer, I'm going to turn it back down to a medium heat, put the lid on, set the timer for 7 minutes, and wait for it to cook. While it is cooking, I'm going to show you how to make the sauce. So, you will need a container and a cup of water and the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Put the cornstarch in. I normally just put the cornstarch in here and then go over to the sink and measure out a cup of water into the container, but I want to be able to show you, so I'm using a separate container of water. So, slowly stir in the water and whisk it. You can use a fork. If you want your stir fry to be a little less soupy, add a little bit less water. I would say 3/4 of a cup. This is a cup. Stir it around, whisk it. There you go, it's done. So we still have about another 6 minutes to go. So I will see you in 6 minutes. Here we are. So at this point, we are going to give the sauce another little whisk because it kind of separates. Pour that in. I used to use chicken broth all the time, and then one day I didn't have any, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to have to use water, and it turned out to be just fine. Turn the heat up a little bit, so I don't bother with it anymore. Okay, see how it's starting to thicken? Nice. And the ginger smells wonderful. All right, so we're going to turn it back down and put in the onions. At this point, you know, you don't want to have these cooked a whole lot. Warmed up just. There you go. So, this makes 4 very generous servings. Each serving has only 218 calories in it, and it is low in carbs. It has 18 grams of carbs, and there's like only 4 grams of fat in each serving due to the chicken. Now it's done. I'm going to turn it off, and it's ready to go. And it has lots of nice fiber. There's 9 grams of fiber in each serving. So I have already a bowl of brown rice. I like to serve it over brown rice, which is why I kind of like it a little soupy. This is 1/3 of a cup of brown rice, and that would add 15 grams of carb and and 1 more gram of fiber and 70 calories. So it really, you know, that's why it's a good thing to put the stir fry in that. That's about 1/4 of the pan. As you can see, that's a nice serving, nice generous serving of the stir fry. So, when you serve this, you might want to serve it with soy sauce or hot chili oil. I like it with Korean barbecue sauce to just add a little bit more zing to it. It's also good if you add a few dry roasted cashews It is excellent with the cashews on it, but go easy because they're kind of really loaded with fat. They're not all that great for you in large quantities. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Healthy Cooking Elaine. Until next time, here's to healthy cooking.